Hi, it's a Tiny Gamer, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Templeton. Okay. We're going to teleport to Gridania for the events. And go this way. I am very sleepy and in pain while recording this, but Templeton is my last character for this do recording for this event, so I'm gonna push through. The Aether Star Ahriman. The pumpkin-headed apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. This quest is available for limited time only. Had to make sure I was still recording. It's been more than a few moons since we last met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once again? Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night do fell fiends emerge to cavort and careen, unconcerned with judgments of those on high. For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God-fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes. No longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city streets and making the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Gridanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Finding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities, but there is one troubled soul who seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give them a helping hand. Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Gruff. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of the Great Lone Growery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Hehehe. I want to see something real quick. Alright. When I was trying to stream WoW, back on Thursday, well, on Halloween, it's like I would look up at the sky and there would be like dark patches and all that, and it was just a mess. But it looks fine when I'm looking at it through I'm mousing over to look at it through the Streamlabs OBS, and it looks fine now. So I think I fixed it, but it took so long, and I was just so frustrated by it not working, along with my stream deciding it was going to do the stream a little bit, disconnect, stream a little, disconnect. And every time it would disconnect, my little that YouTube model would be like, and it's like, it would just be stuck in some weird pose. So, a little frustrating. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Philcox and his transformation magics. What was all that about? The clowning and whatnot was a right laugh, but that last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. Once more you fail to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crowd in the palm of my hand. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because you know a few cheap tricks, that doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. I can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking the stage with you again. Good riddance. Well, well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' wake? I'll wager you speak of Philcox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most of our ilk, Philcox and I have an insatiable appetite for aether, but unlike your garden variety void scent, who hunt helpless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no aether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation, which set me to thinking, perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folks the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process, no small number of aether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusements as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching too. Many void scent now seek aether in this manner. Philcox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd, and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from the Ramen's mouth, though. He can't have gotten far. Sorry, I don't mean to be yawning. Here, hold on a sec. That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Philcox is practically frothing at the mouth. So incensed is he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Graf. You must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look at you, I'd say that you're an adventurer. Let me guess. That pumpkin-head lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crowds, we're starved for appreciation. I'm an Ahriman. Paralyzing prey with that big eye of mine? Not a problem. Turning them to stone with petrifying glare? A trifling task. Else, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience, and my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put Aether on the table either. I ought to just tell that pumpkin-head lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you'd better come too. Okay. I'm winning. I'm winning. I beat you. Wherever you went. It looked like we were racing, and then he just like went somewhere else. Oh well. Hold on 1 second. I had to turn my fan up a notch. I gather you had a hand in Phil Cox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one, underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray, share your wisdom with Phil Cox. I'm going to say you can smell dark emotions. Use your gift to help those in need. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a void scent who would suggest that. I don't see how helping others helps me, but then again, I know little of mortal ways, so perhaps I should heed your advice. Oh wait, I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Papa Gruff right off his pedestal? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand? Hold still. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh, you know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. There you are. You know, I had thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative, and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, that I found a way to win over mortals in my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of Aether ether-rich victuals wins, and to the victor go the spoils of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. I'm like looking at her like, huh? Oh. That mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Wilcox. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. Very well. I shall leave Wilcox in your capable hands. Hehehe. Okay. All fiends sated on All Saints' Wake. After a nudge in the right direction, Wilcox is ready to embark on his mission. His quest is available for a limited time only. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? But let's get out of here first. Right. Time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They're to the northeast. I think, though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lie of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Our flustered target is northeast of here. I'll be right behind you. Wilcox is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Wilcox behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Wilcox join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companion to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Ooh, ran right into the pool. I was yawning. Such glee. They mentioned a clown. I'll wager they've just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist, and you've only got to look at the folks, like these ladies, to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove that there's more than one way to win over an audience, by following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we have no time to lose. Onward. Say, did I tell you that Phil Cox is just an alias? The Pumpkinhead lady suggested I use it to better engage with you mortals. My real name is actually... what does it matter? It's not like we're gonna see each other again when this is over and done with. And I hope we do. Sorry, the edge of my mouse caught my I mean, not the edge of my mouse, but my mouse cord caught on the edge of my one of my coasters I have, and they're Nightmare Before Christmas coasters. Coasters that my coasters that Mom found in a thrift store, I think. And yeah, they are breakable, so I'm trying to be real careful with them. Oh gods, where has she gotten to? Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out what ails him? Yeah. You there, what's gotten you so worked up? Oh, forgive me. There's this poor little girl who's been separated from her mother. I was helping her look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her. But then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you, thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. Okay. He certainly was appreciative, yet here I am empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. We have a lost child to find. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational knowns once again. After you. Okay. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If you want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? And I'm going to do ... Come, say something. Your silence is making me anxious. Ah, anxiety. I imagine that's how one would feel having lost their daughter. Let's see. Found her. I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle this next part on my own. Wait there. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. 'Twill be praised you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. Do you believe me now, Papa Gruff? Sweet, sweet appreciation, and all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice that they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been awarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Philcox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. The adventurer returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Philcox company wasn't too taxing. What of our fiend and his endeavors? You have my thanks, truly. Ah, speak of the devils, here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I anticipated. And all I had to show for my travels is a single cookie. To think the first gift I'd received would prove to be the last. Curses, I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well, I'm yours to command, Papa Gruff. Hehe, you admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. Hooray, we found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Simply scrumptious. I'm glad you like it. Very well. That makes it one apiece. A draw, then. Still, Philcox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit that I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help, and where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be free given to me. Adventurer, I had better get going. But before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my taunts, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the Pumpkinhead Lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Until then. The promise I sensed in Philcott's when he and I first met wasn't illusory after all. I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints' Wake. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward, I present to you a set of finery as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive Ahriman. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry, there never was an enchantment. That little charade was my way of giving Philcox the confidence he so sorely lacked, although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given that he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you it'll be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints' Wake for mortals and voids and the like might not be such a distant prospect, though I do hope that these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Yay! The little fiends in life. Gosh, guys. Oh my god, I did it! Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it will be my pleasure to escort you. Yes. And then let me show you this whole part. So as I said on previous characters, there is only this little part that's different. Everything else is pretty much the same in this area. Up to something? Me? Never. I am but a fun-loving imp, here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake, and I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is your memory of someone who made a strong impression, someone unforgettable, someone powerful. Yes, that's it. Okay. So we have a jolly woman who is as gentle yet indomitable as nature itself. That will do nicely. Don't worry, this won't hurt much at all. Just close your eyes. Okay. Then we got Connie Senna. A stalwart Rhodgarian woman of unshakable conviction. Of course, we got the Admiral. A rugged Hyuran man, unmatched in loyalty and valor. This is Raban. A charming and compassionate Lalafellin lady of noble birth is Lady Nanamo. a compassionate Hyuran woman who leads a secret organization. Is Manphilia. And last but not least, an eager Lalafellan woman who is the coin keeper of a secret organization. We got Tatu. That cute. That's a cute little, like I've said in other videos, VODs, that's a cute little way to like become your favorite character and then be able to do G poses and such. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little break, and when I get back, I'm going to slay some Ziz. Okay, it's been a bit, as you can tell from my decor, that it is Christmas. All right, let's see. Hope everyone is doing okay. Let's see. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. I know where I am. Sorry. Alright, let's see. If sorry, if anything sounds bad, I apologize. Ooh. Big burb. Oh, my level is gonna help since I have to fight them anyway. And plus, yay, experience. Here's some more. Come some more. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that's one way to finish that quest. Okay. You've already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. Though you were able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Rock of Rancor. Ideen has further knowledge of the mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Okay. Seeing eye to winged eye. Averalt has information shared regarding your investigation. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia. I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was a coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay. Go this way. He's gonna give me issues. Okay. Destination. Oh, geez. Come here. No, you need to come here, sir. Okay. And then there is... Oh, sorry, I have to throw the thing. It kind of helps that him and Kilda are so close. You know, like Templeton's just behind Kilda, yeah, quest-wise. So I remember, because like between Kilda and Izuna, they're too far apart quest-wise, so I don't remember some of the quests that I did with Izuna, but with Kilda, I remember, oh, I'd be like, oh yeah, I did that quest. I gotta fight the golem. And I have to fight the golem. Hello? There we go. Oops. This way. I do forget some things sometimes. Most folks are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Here you go. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspect. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Nice. monstrous Banemite appeared and you slew it? The creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you've done us great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Power of deduction. Medrod is troubled by the death of a new Medrod is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it that this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were malms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend had to run in with the Banemite at this very spot you claim to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Oh no. Well, I burn to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Wow. Okay. Then... oh, it's right. Let me double check the recording real quick. I don't know. I hear a slight echo, but maybe it's okay. I feel like I'm just so paranoid now that that's been going on, and it's like, come on. It's also a little frustrating because, like, I want to get this right, but I don't know what is going on. Oh well. Okay. I just wandered into another fate. I didn't want to, but oop. Hi, sir. Are you the fates? I don't know where I deliver the fragments to. No! Okay, so I don't know where to deliver the fragments. I have like a minute. Where do I get it? Oh shit. Never mind. You're mad. Hello? Okay. I thought that was a way up. Nope. Okay, maybe I'm finally high enough that y'all won't attack me. Okay. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of. This button engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil? Or that of an organization, perhaps? Excuse me. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Oh, I have the hiccups. I'm sorry. Oof. Okay. Secret of the White Lily. Aethelmare wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mjorn. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Okay. So go to Mjorn. This way. Good evening to you. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Yep, unfortunately. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Atherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Yen Gold over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. Okay. So now I go over to the Lancers Guild. Do this shortcut over here. Turn off my fan for a bit. Okay. Lancers Guild. Yeah, Lancers. Bernadette believes I can help you. Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whatever aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. Owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who is perpetually seated on the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Okay. And then go this way, it looks like. Yep. I do not believe we are acquainted. Please, or pray lead me to my thoughts. Yeah, but I got this. The sigil of the Dart and Kur's family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face? Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Skeletons in her closet. Ursendel has a confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dardancours. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, we began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew even more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaids to her bed and and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place. Not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hyur Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amadine had become, or had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hyur Manor, on the western edge of to be the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Pickups. Okay. Up, down, up, down. Right. So let's see, what is the nearest, let's just go. Sorry. Those central shroud, I can't talk. Okay. Where are we going? Oh. Okay. Can I go past you? Yes. Okay. Oh, wrong way! Nope. Need to go this way. No. I forbid you to join. You don't go here. Nope. I need to go this way. Oh shit. What am I doing? I could... You're ready, you don't say you're not. trying to get here. Seriously. Ash. Ooh. Ooh, you're scary. Okay, well. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try switching some commands on my Streamlabs OBS and see if that helps while I go through the manor. Help it not be as echoey. So let's see. Just as a test. All right, let's go. Okay. This room. Come on, people. One thing I hate about NPCs is they get in the way. But at least I can go through the manor at my own pace. Hello. The slugs are called carpet stain. Yes, they are. Hello? In here. Oh. Okay. Nothing in here, I don't think. How about over here? Oh, well. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, there's dead end. Alright, now. That's the entrance. Okay, I'm missing something. I picked up a key. No. Oh, I forgot how to do the manor. I think. Oh, here we go. Thought so. Hello. Nope. All right. Got another key. There's another locked door. Yes. Oh, instant. All of a sudden I was sitting wrong in my chair. It's like, ugh. Nope. Okay. Fine wax. That's not going to help me. How is that going to help me? It's not. Rude. Look at these. Look at these bleeding mushrooms. Oh. That was very rude. Oh. Like that. Take a drink of my coffee real quick. Let's get you real quick. Let's do these. Right. I can do this door. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Joker. Nope. Then, no, you don't need it. Fine. Excuse me, want to be pretty. Ugh. Oh, I never noticed that before. Ugh. Yuck. Alright. Oh. Something I wanted to do. I'll put you right there for now. I'll probably move you later. I'll save you for the big boss. Forgot I can do that. Duh. Gotcha. That's what you get. Ooh, bandana. Probably be like, no. Ooh. Oh, I took away my mask. It's okay. I don't look very ninja-y, but it's okay. Yes. It's fine. Okay. Oh. Now I can do this door right here. With this mark. Yes. Open. Okay. Going down. Skeleton. I found a tiny key. Well, you were gonna come anyway, weren't you? Rude. Oh, got her. Okay. What's in here? Grab the key. Oh, not you. You ran into my my path while I was trying to click on it. Open all the doors because all the doors need to be opened. Actually, let's grab you first. Ooh, treasure. I see that. Ooh. Can I use those? Nope. Alright. I thought I saw some. Okay. Shiny key. Shiny key. Hey, you guys. Oh, nobody invited you. Got her. Alright, that's all that was in here. Okay. Spooky, scary skeletons. I had to pause to take a drink. Ooh, okay, let's see. Alright. Sorry about that. Ooh, locked door. Locked door, locked door. All right. Yes. Oh, there you are. Whoa. Oh. Nope. And that's where the key is. Yes. All right, let me get this key. Now that I'm talking, my throat's like, nope, we're going to make you cough. And have to clear your throat repeatedly. Okay. Find the bloody parchment. All right. Yes. I got some earrings. They're probably not better than Minfilia's earring, though. Nope. That's what I thought. Get the bloody parchment. Okay. Then, yes, a little shortcut. Up. Yes. Go this way. Okay. Oh, that's right. No. Yeah, that grimoire is not for me. But I got a grimoire, and there's a hole in the floor. Alright. Not this way, guys. This way. This way, everybody. Everybody. Hello? Alright. Target. Okay. Ooh. Got it. Okay, I don't look half bad with the bandana. Nice. Okay. Ooh. Did I get a new axe? Oh, I got a new shirt. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm sassy now. Yeah. Got the bandages going on, all that. And then let me get that orchestra roll. Nice. Sweet. Wahaha. Alright, let's see. Darkness has taken root within these halls. Okay, let me switch real quick. Sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irresponsible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Idaleth chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. That's not cool. Fare you well, bringer of light. I'm all tilting my helicopter. Okay. Okay, let's... Alright, I'm gonna head back to Dania. I'm gonna head back this way. Alright. And... I don't like to look at my character from so far away. Lancers Guild. Sorry. You're cool looking. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. Why did I think there was an R there? I don't know. So she went so far as to consort with devils. With that, I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will give me visit upon them tenfold the woe that they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I allowed, I know not how many innocent young women who die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I am a abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Poor thing. Okay, report to Menphilia. So, let's go back to Menphilia. Bug. This way. And this is a good place to stop for now, since this is air. No, not Mother Mjorn, Menphilia. Oops. Yeah. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna move a less busy area. And yeah, I think this is a good place to stop for now. I don't know why I saw Minfilia and thought Mjorn. No, I have to travel to where Minfilia is. But yeah, I can do that in at a later time. But for now, yeah, I think this is a good place to stop for now, because the Starlight Celebration is going to be happening here in Gridania. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly caused my audio issues. And so, if there were audio issues in this recording, I apologize. If not, sweet. But we shall see. Anyways, I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. I apologize. I'm still really new to this. Streaming, using OBS, all that. But, plus I need to rest my voice. That's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Let's see if I can wave. Where's my wave? Here we go. Alright, bye.